Welcome, this is Jeff from the Watkins Tree Farm. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. And today I'm going to talk about chickens. Chickens is a hot topic right now. There's lots of videos on YouTube. All the big off-grid channels are talking about chickens, why you should have them, why you shouldn't have them, the price of eggs, and all that. Well, I'm going to join in a little bit and talk about my perspective on chickens. As many of you know that follow the channel, I have chickens. I used to have 22, 23 chickens, and around Christmas time we had a raccoon go in and almost wipe all but 4 chickens out. These are the only chickens I have left. I have a leghorn, which is the white one. I have 2 barred rocks. And then this chicken here, I raised here at the farm probably 4 or 5 years ago. She's a freeloader, but she's a survivor. Yes, she's a survivor, so I'm keeping her around. But I went on my phone and I just Googled having chickens and pros and cons of backyard chickens. And I just wanted to talk about that real quick. And the first one that come up is regulations. Here out in the country, there are really no regulations. I know in the city, I think you can have up to 5 to 10 hens, no roosters. So if you're in the city, check with your local city or your neighborhood council and check and see what the regulations are on chickens. Cost. I will agree that cost is a little steep on chickens. I am looking at getting some feed from the local co-ops, and I think that'll cut my costs down. So looking at feed options is probably my #1 goal here in 2023. It does get expensive. When you have, I'm going to look up to 15 to 20 chickens, you probably go through a 40-pound bag every 2 weeks. That's roughly, with scratch and with crumble, that's about 20 to 25 bucks every 2 weeks. It gets kind of steep. Noise. I'm standing right here with the chickens and you can hear some little bit of clucking, but not very much. The only time these little guys get noisy is when they're laying an egg and they'll squawk and squawk and squawk. But for the most part, chickens are pretty quiet. The roosters get kind of rowdy. They'll cockle-doodle-doo in the morning, and we've had some to go throughout the day, and it does drive my wife bonkers a little bit, but I like having chickens around and hearing them kind of cluck and pick through the yard and stuff like that. Waste. We don't have much with waste. Here I put wood chips down, and then in the spring and the fall I'll take the wood chips out, put it in a compost pile, and then when I'm doing my yard, you can do your flower garden or whatever, you can just take out of that compost. So for me, that works out really good. Predators. Probably the biggest thing I have on this list is predators. This coop I thought was pretty secure, and we had a raccoon come in here and wipe out 17 chickens, guys. They first were coming in the walls over there, and I capped that, and then they were slipping through the wire. I capped that, and finally that third night he couldn't get out. He got in, but he couldn't get out, and the raccoon is no longer with us. Some people complain about chickens destroying their landscaping in their yard, and that is the case. If you're going to have chickens and release them in your yard, I would either fence your garden off or keep them away from your landscaping, because they will get in and they'll root around and dig for grubs and stuff, and they tend to tear some shrubs up and stuff like that. For us out here in the country, it's no problem. You can see where the chickens have been. There'll be spots where they cleared the ground. Up until now, all I've been talking about is the negatives on chickens. But there is a lot of positives to chickens. Come on now. Chicks, that's pretty cool. They're fun to watch. Chicks are fun to watch. Chickens are fun to watch. They're entertainment. And also chickens are a good source of eggs and protein. You know where your food's coming from. And you know what? When we wanted eggs, we always had eggs. We didn't have to go to the store. We were kind of on our own time schedule. So that's why I like chickens. Guys, I just wanted to give you a little FYI. When you're buying these little guys and you go to the store and you're all excited to get chickens, there's two ways you can buy these chicks. You can buy a straight run and you can buy pullets. A straight run is just exactly what it is. They have a bunch of chicks, they gather them up, put them in a box, and they ship them. And they'll have different breeds and they'll segregate them that way. So you could get a rooster, you could get a hen, you never know. Now sometimes if you talk to the people working at the store, they'll have a little thing that they do that, oh, this is a hen, oh, this is a rooster. And it kind of gives you a little peace of mind and say, oh, I think these are all hens. Another way you can buy the chicks is pullets. Now pullets are sex chicks and you are supposed to get all hens and you usually pay a little bit extra for pullets. These chicks, half of them were pullets and the others were straight run. I have a feeling this year is going to be crazy with people buying chicks. So anytime I was at the store and there were some chicks, I bought them no matter if it was a straight run or a pullet. These were anywhere from $3.40 to $4.50. A little pricey, but I got to get my flock back up, guys. I'm down to 3 chickens. I've been used to around 20 chickens, so got a little bit of work to do. And as you can see, I don't get real fancy. This is just a plastic container you can get at Walmart. I got a heat lamp, I got a waterer, and then I got a little deal that holds the feed. And the chicks are happy. They stay warm, they stay fed, and they're watered. Not very extravagant. So during the winter, guys, my chickens don't get much greens because they don't get out. Everything's dead, and obviously we're in winter. Well, my wife got some lentils and just put some water in a jar and put it in the pantry by the window, and we got some fresh greens. So I'm gonna pull these out and give them to the chickens, and we'll see if they like them. Chick, 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 chick. I think it was a hit. The 2 barred rocks are getting the pieces that fell off my pants, and they're getting the hard ones. They need to go to the dish and get the greens, but I think it's a hit, guys. Easy way to have greens during the winter. Just put some lentils in a jar, set them by the window, let them sprout up, and then feed them the sprouts. Can't wait till spring. So having chickens, guys, is pretty easy. It's low maintenance. You got to keep them watered, keep them fed, keep them in a place that keeps predators out, which I failed to do this year. And it's just easy, guys. There's a little bit of cost with feed, but you know where your food's coming from. You know what's going into the chicken. And eggs are a great source of protein, and it's just a win-win. You're on your own schedule. You don't have to go to the store. You don't have to pay the high prices of eggs. And so for the most part, chickens are fun, easy, and nice to have around, and I recommend them. And that's why I have 17 little ones, again, to replace all those that we lost. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Chickens are fun. I hope you go get some and enjoy them and get some fresh eggs. For right now, guys, you guys take care. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.